What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Big Baby. What's poppin', everybody? It's Big Baby Jonathan here, man. Welcome to a very special edition of Big Baby Sports Podcast Hall of Fame show, man. In today's show, I'm going to be talking about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and the best for last, Kobe Bryant, man. You know what I mean? This Hall of Fame, all three of those players are well-deserved, from Kobe, Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, man. All three of them deserve it, man. It's going to be very special Saturday night, man. You know what I mean? It's going to be very special. Vanessa Bryant's going to be speaking at the ceremony for Kobe. And Michael Jordan, that's also going to be special. You know what I mean? It's going to be a very emotional night for Laker fans, man. Because it's going to be very emotional for me, man. Because Kobe, man. As you can see behind me, you got the posters, all posters in the book. You know, it's a great book right there, fellas. You know, y'all should read it. It's really good. You know, and just real quick, man, like, it's going to be emotional for me, you know, because Kobe Bryant are one of the best Lakers of all time. I don't care what nobody says. But we'll save Kobe for last. Let's get into Tim Duncan, man. Tim Duncan is arguably the greatest power forward of all time, man. Love his work ethic, put the ball in the post, and he went to work, man. Back to the basket, mid-range, pull up, set good screens, dive for the loose ball, and everything, man. He averaged a career 19 and 10, you know, in 1,392 games. He averaged 19 and 10. When he first started coming into the league, man, he averaged 21.7 points per game in the 1998-99 season, man. Tim Duncan, man, came out of Wake Forest, man. He's arguably the best power forward of all time. You know what I mean? I don't care what anybody says. He's the best power forward of all time. Now, I know you got KG, you know you got other players, but Tim Duncan, arguably the greatest power forward of all time, man. 5 championships. Spurs are a very, very well-represented organization. You know what I mean? Spurs are a very well-rounded organization, man. I respect the San Antonio Spurs. 100%. I don't got ill will towards them or nothing. Shout out to San Antonio Spurs, man. They're very good at what they do. A great ran organization. Very solid organization. I respect the San Antonio Spurs, man. But just Tim Duncan, man, arguably the greatest power forward of all time. Very skilled, big man. You know, like in the 1998 season, he averaged 21.7. 21.7 points per game in his first year. Second year, in 1999 season, averaged 23.2 points per game. You know what I mean? 12 rebounds, 23 and 12. That's barbecue chicken. You know? We got people in the comments. Hey, what up, Heartbreak Kid? What's going on, man? I appreciate you tuning into the live special show, man. To honor KG, Tim Duncan, man. Appreciate you tuning in. But, yeah, man, in the 1999 season, man, 23 and 12, you know, 76% from the free throw line. You know, it's crazy. Tim Duncan, man, y'all put respect on him. I love Tim Duncan, man. He's one of my favorite players. You know, his skill set is tremendous, man. You know, blocking shots, running the floor. And here's the thing about Tim Duncan, people don't understand. A lot of people try to get in his head. He doesn't talk back. He lets his game do the talking. You know? He lets his game do the talking. And shout out to everybody on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, and Twitch. We got people from Twitch right now. Buddy Jackson Nation. Hey, what's going on? Appreciate you from Twitch, man. But like I said, man, Tim Duncan, when people try to get in his head, it doesn't work. Just like DeMarcus Cousins, him and DeMarcus Cousins on Sacramento at the time, Tim Duncan, DeMarcus Cousins tried to get in his head, and it wasn't working. He let his game do the talking. There were 4 straight possessions where Tim Duncan got the ball in the post, back to the basket, mid-range, pull up in his face 4 straight times. And Tim Duncan looks at DeMarcus Cousins and just smiles, and then DeMarcus Cousins got mad. So what I'm saying is Tim Duncan doesn't play. He doesn't talk back. He lets his game do a talking. That's what I like about Tim Duncan. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So Tim Duncan, man, he was well coached with Greg Popovich. You know, he had a great team when they won it the 1999 season. Had Avery Johnson, you know, David Robinson, all those boys over there on San Antonio, man. You know, talented team over there. And in the 2000 season, 22 points per game and 12 rebounds. Like I said, man, his numbers went up 22 points. Basically, for his whole entire career, he's averaged 20 points. You know, 2002 season, 22 points. 2004, 20 points, and then it kind of brought down. In 2004, 20 points, 2005, 18 points. So it kind of went from 22 points, 18 points, and kind of went down towards the back end of his career. But Like his career average was 19 and 10, man. You know what I mean? You can't beat 19 and 10 for your career. You know what I mean? That Tim Duncan, y'all put respect on his name, man. You gotta put respect on his name. You know, he's the best power forward of all time. I know I'm gonna talk about Kevin Garnett in a little bit. That's a debate, man. Kevin Garnett. And if anybody wants to join and be a part of this special show to honor the Hall of Fame show to honor Kobe, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, I will put the link for you guys to come on. Let me know if you want to come on. Just type in yes or no if you want to come on the show and talk about Kevin Garnett, Kobe. But we're gonna save Kobe for the last part of the 30-minute show. You know, so if you want to talk about that, let me know if you want to come on for the Kobe thing. Just let me know. You know what I mean? But just like Tim Duncan, you know, very well coached by Greg Popovich, man. Greg Popovich is one of the best coaches. He's up there with one of the best coaches of all time. You know what I mean? He coached Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Ginobili, Steven Jackson, David Robinson, Avery Johnson. You know what I mean? So the Spurs are a great ran organization, man, and he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I'm not surprised. You know, first pick overall. But here's the thing: Boston was supposed to get Tim Duncan, but they lost it in the lottery, man. It's crazy. You know, it's crazy. And it's just crazy how Celtics always be missing out on things, but I'm glad they lost out on Tim Duncan, man. But yeah, man, just Greg Popovich coached them so well. You never see the Spurs in the media, like as in like storylines or altercations or Tim Duncan, and you never see Tim Duncan in the media with having the bad rap on his name. Tim Duncan is one of the very, very good professionals in the league at the time. Very well-rounded. He doesn't talk much. He just lets his game do the talking. And that's what I like about Tim Duncan. He's a very talented player, and he deserves the Hall of Fame. He really well deserves it. And I'm excited for the Hall of Fame this Saturday, man. It's going to be very emotional, but I'm also excited too. You know what I mean? And shout out to everybody watching tonight on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch, man. You know, but just like I said, man, he played 19 seasons. You know, 19 for one franchise. You know, he did thought about leaving to Orlando, but he ended up coming back to the Spurs, and then he ended up staying for his whole career. Like, that's what I want to see from these players that come into the league. Stay with one franchise. Don't be bouncing. Team just stay with one franchise, like Kobe, Tim Duncan. You know what I mean? But in today's NBA, you could hardly find that. So it's just like, you know, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Kobe, man. Well deserved to all three. You know, Tim Duncan, well deserved. Kevin Garnett, Kobe. Oh, man, it's going to be emotional, man. I'm about to be getting teared up here pretty soon, man. But, like, what do you guys think, though, in the comment section? You know, what do you guys think in the comment section, man? Tim Duncan, like he's 6'11", 250, man. He could play center, too, man. Back to the basket, mid-range pull-up, bank shot. That was his go-to shot, was to get the ball in the post, face up, pump fake, bank shot. That was barbecue chicken for him every time. When he killed my Lakers in the playoffs, keep it real, he beat us a couple times in the playoffs. Keep it in real. That bank shot would get the ball in the post and go to work. It was easy for him. It barbecue chicken. You know, like Tim Duncan has one of the best offensive skills of all time. He's back to the basket, mid-range, pull up. Defense is arguably great too. Underrated defender. And he can shoot that three-pointer really well, man. You know, there's times where he shot the three-pointer in crunch time situation. And then there was a game where I saw him finally have emotion. It was against the Phoenix Suns. They did like a pick and pop play. Tony Parker brings up the ball, pick and pop, shoots a three, and they went crazy. You know? Oh, what's up? What's up, Gabe? What's going on? What's going on? Appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Yep, you already know. You know, there's another player too. You know, we got Kevin Garnett. I'm talking about him in a little bit. But like I said, Tim Duncan finally brought out that passion and screaming and yelling. That's what I'm talking about. You know? And the game where Derek Fisher hit that 0.4 shot, Tim Duncan was dribbling at the top of the key, just threw it over Shaq and went in. I'm like, that was good defense. It just went in. You know what I mean? It's just crazy how Tim Duncan, just his game overall, guys. People listen to me, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch, man. I just like his game. He's very all-around player when it comes to the post position. You know what I mean? I know you got Pau Gasol. I know you got all these other big men, but Tim Duncan has the best footwork of all time. Better than Akeem Olajuwon. Yes, I said it. All the big fellas out there, listening to me out there, I said Tim Duncan has the best footwork of all time. Yeah, I said it. You know, and you know, let's see here. I'm gonna get comment out. Let's see. Yeah, But yeah, man, Tim Duncan got the best footwork in the post wise when it comes to the power forward position of all time. But I'm gonna take a quick commercial break, fellas, and I'll be right back.
Checking. We got Big Baby Jonathan in the building.
Baby, what's poppin'?
This is Big Baby Sports. We going live in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go Lakers all day. Coming hard, gonna play. Got that Mamba mentality in my brain. Leg show, stand up.
Stand up.
Leg show,
Stand up. Breaking news, it's showtime.
What's up, everybody? It's Big Baby Jonathan here, man. Welcome back to the special edition Big Baby Sports Podcast Hall of Fame show presented by Big Baby Reacts. Next up, we got the big ticket, Kevin Garnett. Congrats to you, Kevin Garnett, man. Well-deserved on a great career, man, in your 21 season, man. 21 season, man. You know, well-deserved, man. Hall of Fame. You brought energy, you brought the hustle, you brought the grit, you brought the tenacity, you brought that passion that, you know, there was a lot of players that didn't want to play up against you because you would get in their face, talk. You know, you're our second greatest power forward. Number one is Tim Duncan, you're two. In 1995, he averaged 10 points, 1.6 blocks per game, and shot 70% from the free throw line, grabbed 6 rebounds in his first year. You know, I mean, Kevin Garnett did his thing out there in his whole career, man. He brought the passion, and that mid-range jumper was deadly. You know, that mid-range jumper was so deadly. You know, it was so deadly, man. And arguably, he's one of the greatest passionate players of all time when it comes to defense. You know, he would talk a lot, get in your face. He'll be talking. He ain't scared. He wasn't scared of nobody. You know, he was not scared of nobody. I'm telling you, you know. So it's like Kevin Garnett, man. It's like you got Kevin Garnett. He was a tough defender too. That it was hard for my Lakers to score on Kevin Garnett sometimes, man. It was really hard for him to score, you know. But like I said, in the second year, 17.0 points per game, 8 rebounds, 75% from the free throw line. Third year, 18.5 points per game. And then he ended up going from 10 points, 17, 18, 20. 21, 22, 21. So basically, for his career, he averaged 18 and 10, you know, but still, he put up numbers, man. He got rebounds, pushed the ball on the floor, and Kevin Garnett was deadly when it comes to that defense and passion, man. He would impact games defensively with his passion and his aggressiveness. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, it's well-deserved, Kevin Garnett, man, but you did ruin my 2008 when you beat my Lakers when you said anything is possible. You know, but you got to get credit due. They beat us that year. No cap. You know what I mean? But when he went to – I feel like the first couple years was with Minnesota, man, he struggled to get wins and get to the playoffs. And then finally in the 2003-2004 season, that's when he went to the West Conference Finals versus my Lakers when he had Latrell Sprewell on his team, you know? And that year, he won the MVP that year. You know what I mean? He won the MVP, and he well-deserved, and he didn't have help that year. That's why he demanded a trade, and Lakers were one of the teams that were interested in Kevin Garnett. You know, can you imagine Kevin Garnett and Kobe with both of their work set and mindset and their passion and their hustle, their grit and their grind? That would be crazy. Kevin Garnett, Kobe Bryant on the same team. You know how crazy that would be, how domination that would be? But we didn't end up doing it because the Minnesota Timberwolves wanted Andrew Bynum, Lamar Odom, and I think Derek Fisher and 2 first-round picks. And Lakers said no, and then they ended up trading him to Boston. And when Boston, 2008, that big three in Boston, they won it their first year. They beat my Lakers. You know, I mean, he dominated that year in 2008. Him, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Rondo, Doc Rivers. You know, Kevin Garnett dominated that year. You know what I mean? And he had battles with LeBron when LeBron went to Miami. You know, and he did have beef with Ray Allen, too. Ray Allen was on Boston. He left to go to Miami. But still, like, that LeBron-Kevin Garnett battle in the East in, I think, 2011, 2012, 2013, it was deadly, you know. LeBron coming to Miami, You know, Kevin Garnett just on the back end of his career, but still, there were battles. Kevin Garnett and LeBron, man. But it's very competitive. Kevin Garnett was a very competitive player, and just like his just work ethic was off the charts, man. Kevin Garnett's work ethic was off the charts, man. So it's crazy how Kevin Garnett went from not having anybody on his team to winning, and like he brought like that crowd when he was with the Celtics, Minnesota. And then when he was on Brooklyn too in his back end of his career, he kind of faded off after he went to Brooklyn because they had on that Brooklyn Nets team they had Paul Pierce, Darren Williams, Kevin Garnett, Joe Johnson. That team is supposedly a big four. A big four. You know? A big four. Like really? A big four in Brooklyn tried to beat Miami Heat. That didn't work. They didn't even win that year. You know what I mean? But if anybody wanted to join the live show, I'm going to put the link in the description. People can join in, man. Let me see here. You have to have a good microphone headset, and the rules are if you want to come on the show, you got to have a good pair of headphones and be on camera. But if you guys want to come on and talk right here. Y'all want to come on and be part of the show, here it is right here. You know, we got, let's see. But yeah, Kevin Garnett, man, his 21 season, man, he and Kobe had battles. He had battles with everybody, man, in his 21 season. You know, Kevin Garnett, you know, he was one of my favorite players until he got to Boston. He really was. You know, he was one of my favorite players until he got to Boston. You know. Kevin Garnett was one of my favorite players. You know, his passion, back to the basket, the little fade away. And then also, too, when during timeouts, people would shoot and Kevin Garnett would block the shot, try not to let them get confidence in their shot after a timeout. I like that, too, his passion. He's well-deserved of a Hall of Famer, man. A champion, a Hall of Famer. You have two things on your resume. You have All-Star appearances, same with Tim Duncan. All-Star appearances champion, man. Well-deserved Kevin Garnett, man, on a great career, 21 season, man. You well-deserved of the Hall of Fame, man. Well-deserved. Hats off to you, man. You know, you were going to purchase the Minnesota Timberwolves, but Alex Rodriguez ended up, former baseball player, ended up purchasing the Minnesota Timberwolves. So, you know, he did go back to Minnesota on the tour. He did go back to Minnesota for a little bit too, you know. So, after he left Brooklyn, he went back to Minnesota for a little bit and then he retired in 2014-15, averaged 2013, he averaged 6.5 points per game. 2014-15, 7.6 points per game. You know, congrats on a great career, man, and good luck on Hall of Fame speech this weekend, man. It's going to be a lot of emotion and tears, man. You know, you bring a lot of emotion on the court, you know, with your passion, hustle, great grind, your tenacity. Well-deserved. Everybody clap it up in the comment section for Kevin Garnett and Tim Duncan, man. Clap it up. Clap it up. Well-deserved, man. Now, we'll have saved the best for last. So, here's what I'm going to do, peoples. Right here, to honor the late, great Kobe Bryant. Let me see here.
It's almost a miracle.
Oh, look out! Random Cowboy, Kobe Bryant. What a play!
Did you see the move by the kid? That's Kobe.
18 years old, 6'6".
You want to put on a show here. Here we go. Reverse. 360 turn in the air. Two hands slower.
Yes.
But look at his style. Look at his rhythm. Check out the way he walks. He's cocky. He looks cocky.
Dishing off for Kobe Bryant. Oh, what?
Kobe dribble rising underneath. Throws it back over his head and in. Basket count. What a play.
Here comes Bryant head of the field. And a clap.
Kobe Bryant. Oh, baby. Up double. Last year I didn't know. I know.
To Garnett. Back to Kobe. See, that's the cool. Kobe and Garnett. You know, two of the youngest superstars keying up, eyeing each other.
Bryant changing direction by Bryant. And up.
Woo! I think that's what the fans came to see. And you talk about elevation. Chick, he went up to the rafters.
Kobe has entered the arena. Here's Bryant doing it again. It's highlight time for Kobe Bryant. Gives under to Kobe.
When you're a kid dreaming playing basketball in the backyard, you always do the countdowns, you know, and these are the type of moments that I look for.
Underneath the screen, whoa, you gotta keep the body up.
What a play to Kobe Bryant. The long alley-oop pass.
Kobe Bryant at the point on a 1-4 offensive formation. Kobe Bryant pulls up for the shot and hits the basket with 2.6 to go, giving the Lakers the lead. Flashes right to Steve. He's ready to do right hand. Kobe is fouled and he will go to the line. He's putting on a clinic, a real clinic.
Serving up a facial on Garnett Jackson. Bryant to shot. Kobe Bryant's 2 free throws and then a jumper gave the Lakers a 4-point lead.
He made a nice play. The rebound is off. It's not free. It's picked up by Kobe to the front. Oh, a windmill slam.
And that was a windmill. I mean, that was a big-time windmill.
Oh, Evans, right there. What a slam by Kobe on the follow. Woo, out of nowhere.
Get the hustle play. This time, Bryant. That's what takes the life out of your team.
Oh, beautiful play. Gorgeous pass. And Bryant gets the crowd up on its feet again.
Numbers maybe not, but they got number 8.
So Fire Shop's not going to have any here.
The Lakers up by 10. Kobe giving face. Hammers it down the foul on Nowitzki.
You give me a runway and I'll take off.
This stuff that's it.
Switch. 2 seconds, 1 second. Kobe pump fake. Kobe for the win.
The dagger. The dagger.
What a play by Kobe Bryant.
And there's a foul. Ladies and gentlemen, you can go to a basketball game the rest of your life and you won't see this play duplicated.
Here's Fisher with the jumper. And he hits 5 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And the Lakers have come from 10 back over the last 6 minutes and lead 87.
But it's stolen by Kobe. Look out!
Oh my gosh.
Throw down, Kobe. Throw down.
To the haymaker. Kobe tied up. And on the reverse, acrobatically sends it home.
That's pretty. That's pretty.
He goes down the lane and lost it. Kobe's got his easiest basket. Good defense by the Lakers. Create some space.
I told you the rest is up to the creator.
Bryant, yes! Serving up the facial on Yao Bennett. Standing ovation. Kobe will spin, creates contact, and got it up over Ratliff anyway. What a play by Kobe.
He was so far into the basket.
Fisher brings rotation to Bryant. Buckle up for Kobe. Kobe Bryant just took the gravity out out of the target center. What a play.
He might have just injured that shoulder a little bit more. The windmill slam.
Kobe over Prince for the lead. Got it. 1 point lead.
Long run out by Kobe Bryant.
Oh! What did I just see?
You just saw what Kobe does best, and that's bring people to their feet.
Bryant. Oh, Kobe Bryant. A remarkable move.
You will see from Kobe Bryant this year so much athleticism, so much spectacular play.
Kobe crossover dribble, gets away from Smith, steps inside, passes to himself. Oh my goodness, maybe that will ignite the Lakers.
Well, he's gone down to the playground now.
Less than 5 from way outside. Got it. Oh, man. With 2.1.
Kobe Bryant.
That was unbelievable.
Kobe with it, guarded by Patterson, staying outside the arc, dribbling. Patterson keeps his feet. Kobe forces. Oh! He made it! He threw it in!
That's the way to end the regular season. That's the way you end it.
Kobe right around every reverse slam dunk.
Well, right around Kerry Kittles, around and over Mikey Moore.
Trying to create some space. He breaks it home. And you see the look Ray Allen gave Kobe.
Bryant against McGrady.
Kobe with a spectacular jam.
There's only a couple guys in the league that can do this. Kobe Bryant, Tracy McGrady, LeBron James. Pretty much stops there.
Oh, Kobe Bryant with the reverse after Kobe. All the way high. What a way to finish! Are you kidding me? There's no question it's good. Oh my goodness gracious.
That's the way to end the regular season. That's the way you end it. Kobe put it in the first overtime.
This man, Kobe Bryant, can take over. He posterizes Dwight Howard. Remember, Mike Krzyzewski was going to be the guy. It could have been his job. Yeah, passed on him. Here goes Kobe, and Kobe's able to put one in. Left-handed. Kobe is left-handed. As the shot clock expires.
Break that. Oh, Kobe Bryant! Woo-hoo-hoo! For human life! What a play!
That was sweet. Kobe at the buzzer.
Yes!
Oh, my goodness. Don't discount that man.
Oh, what a shot on the good top angle off the glass. Well, after the shot clock got it away. Got it! He does it again. I can't believe this guy tonight.
Oh my goodness, he is absolutely taking over this game.
Got it away from there. It finds Kobe.
Kobe elevating.
And the foul. Well, how serious was that?
Kobe Bryant with points 49 and 50. And the Lakers back in front by 1.
That puts them right back into the same position they were in a few seconds ago. So he goes down.
Knocked away, stolen by Parker.
There it is.
Here comes George to Kobe Bryant. Bryant inside. It's good. It's good. Tie game. 7/10 of a second remaining.
Feeling, working on Peterson. Double pump. You are looking at greatness tonight in Los Angeles.
81. Hugs and congratulations from his teammates, from the organization.
The final seconds. Bryant for the win.
Missed a post. The Lakers get it back.
Bryant, Kobe, Butter, tied at 95.
What a play. On his back, he got rid of that one.
They snapped it out of his hands, and as he's falling down, he regroups and throws it in.
It's hard out. He played his heart out tonight.
Kobe Bryant! Wow!
Uh-oh. Kobe, there's your concession. 1:40 to play on the reverse.
Kobe, hard to believe.
Are you kidding me? Unreal! Are you kidding me? How strong was that? A triple on a fall away in the corner with a shot locked down.
Oh, what a move. Going right at Ginobili. Garnett. Oh, my. A backup center on the World Championship 2 years ago. Kobe Bryant takes off from the elbow and throws it down.
That's 15. Now Yao, did he walk? He's blocked away by Kobe from behind. I'm glad they didn't blow the whistle.
By Kobe, I mean, he's been coming out of center field with a lot of plays, and Yao says, where did he come from? Isn't it illegal to come out of the rafters? You have to start from the floor, don't you?
Bryant to the basket and the finish right at good.
It's down to 7. Starting to make his move for the win. He got the lead for him. 123-121. Did it go too early, though, with 4.3 to play?
Well, we're going to find out.
Bryant to the basket inside. Oh, what a finish for Bryant.
On the run, Kobe on the reverse.
Well, you let him turn the corner, try to get it down low, picked off. Here's Bryant flipping over the head, walk behind the back, hold it, stop! What a play by the Lakers! Standing ovation here at Staples. The loose ball.
Look who's got it. Double clutch reverse. 92-77. They're on their feet at Staples. 5-out Hornets.
Kobe showing a little bit of the young Kobe.
Pop off, Kobe.
Pop it a little bit. Ball bounces right to you, and he puts on a show. Entertain me a little bit. Let me see it again. We're going to break. I got time.
Leaving it on. Kobe on the reverse. Deep over the sky. He never saw it. Back to the basket.
He knows where it is.
What a play by Kobe again. Spectacular. Lakers by 25.
Utah came back from down 0-2 last year. To Houston in the first.
Bryant came up on the glass for himself.
Yes, he did. That was sensational. He took the double team, split it
Behind his back, on his spin. Oh, and the slam. He'll go to the line. Look at the play.
The crowd was on their feet. Look at that one behind the back to spin. Nice play, and then the three-point opportunity coming to Ronnie Turioff. Kobe, show me some footwork.
Showtime. 360, 107, 100 Lakers.
What a defensive play in the last 2 minutes.
Brandon tried to slip him at home. Wow. Get it out of here. Mason guards Kobe. 4-second difference. Bryant a three. Good! Kobe a three. Timeout. Spurs. Go to the other night and play through it.
Good point. Daddy A watching Kobe. Scooping, driving, and putting it in.
How in the world did he do that? He passed himself off the backboard. That was a planned play, Kevin. I've seen him do that a lot.
He's got 40.
Bryant, it's inside. Oh, what a finish from Kobe Bryant. And a foul. Throws it down in the face of Paul Millsap.
Well, absolutely. There was a time where this guy would try to get 50 tonight, and his team would have a chance of winning. But they're at their best. He's making plays. Wow! And speak of making plays, Bryant banks it in, off balance, falling down.
Shot clock at 6. Bryant for 3. Puts it in! Kobe Bryant from downtown! And the Lakers regain the lead.
Look at the determination on his face. J.R. Smith caught with his hands down. Talk about closer. No question about it.
Great play by Bryant. Kobe will take it in and throw it down on Paul.
Bryant. Yes. Oh, that was a little tough to Alvin Gentry.
Add insult to injury, Kobe. I mean, what a shot. I mean, you can't defend that. Are you kidding me? What a reverse by Kobe Bryant.
was really young.
Kobe on a spin, what pivot? Yes! Standing ovation at Madison Square Garden for some of the most, as Kobe Bryant has 61 points.
Picked up the dribble. Kobe Bryant, 32,000 points in his career, and he gets a free throw for the end one. What up?
16, 13, and 2.5.
No! The Mamba still has venom in those veins.
Bryant for the win at the buzzer.
He is hard to believe. No, he's not. Amazing again at the buzzer.
Head of the field, LeBron tries to chase down. Came up short.
How many times have we seen that with LeBron James at the steal by Chris Paul on that chase down?
They get it to Kobe. Kobe the three.
Bryant hasn't shot yet. Looks like he's going to do it right here. Slam! Dunk! Bryant as he goes baseline to score.
Oh, Bryant puts it in after the contact. I love the look afterwards. Remember me, buddy?
Going up over Bell, ball away. Yes! Yes! At the buzzer, he does it. Was there ever a doubt? Kobe wins it for the Lakers.
Kobe drives. Kobe on the way. Dunks it home. Kobe Bryant, sensational. Drive and a slam.
Everybody, even the Nets fans are on their feet.
Look out. And the Lakers lead 82-80. Classic Bryant.
The slam dunk by Kobe Bryant to give the Lakers the lead.
Can he get it off in time on the run off the glass? Did it! He did it again! Amazing! Kobe has just won it for the Lakers. Go look at it.
With half a minute to play. Bryant for the lead. Yes! Kobe Bryant gives the Lakers the lead. You are watching one of the greatest performances in the history of this game.
Mamba out.
Man. Kobe. MVP. MVP, man. Kobe Bryant, man. Hall of Fame career, man. Well deserved, man. Well deserved, man. And I'm gonna get emotional, but hey, I don't care because this is gonna be emotional on Saturday. I wish Kobe was here to celebrate a great accomplishment in his career, and it's unfortunate. Kobe's missed every day with Laker Nation. You know, Laker organization, he's missed every day. It's going to be emotional, but we're here to honor him. You know, hey, what up, Jonathan? What's going on, bro? What's going on, man? Shout out to you and your podcast, man. It's doing great. Everybody go to a Showtime Forum on Instagram and go follow them, man. You know what I mean? Hey, just appreciate everybody, man. You know, it's going to be an emotional day for Laker Nation with Kobe's Hall of Fame, man. Well deserved and everything, man. Kobe deserves it. He put his blood, sweat, and tears into anything he did to get to where he was at the back end of his career. He scored 60 points. You know what I mean? My favorite Kobe Bryant moment was, what are you guys' favorite Kobe Bryant moments in the comment section? I'm going to give you my top 5 greatest Kobe Bryant moments. Number 1, beating Boston, 2010. Him jumping on score, putting 5 with the ball in his hand, saying, yes. That was number 1 for me. That's the one, for me, that's up there. of greatest Kobe moment of all time because in 2008 we got destroyed by Boston. That ruined my summer. Boston ruined my summer, and just coming back, beating Boston, man, was the best feeling in the world. You know, beating Boston is the best feeling in the world, man. You know, Kobe Bryant jumping on the scores table. You know, and 2, him scoring 60 points in his final season. Who the only person that could do that would be Kobe Bryant, man. You know, Kobe Bryant. I was not even surprised. I said at best at the time 30 to 40 points at least. You know, what's going on, Jonathan? Hey, Jonathan, did you want to come on and talk about your favorite Kobe Bryant moments real quick? Do you want to come on, man? I'll get you on here, man. And we were down by how many? I think like 15 or 14, somewhere around there. And we made the comeback. You know, Kobe did other things in that game too. Rebound, facilitate, but he made timely stops defensively and shot timely possessions. And we needed to. He gave it to Ron Artest, and that Ron Artest shot is one of the arguably the best shot in the NBA Finals. You know, shout out to Daniel Artest and 265 Media. Shout out to you guys, man. And the WNBA show. You guys are doing great things over there. Keep up the great work, you guys. I see what you guys are doing. You guys are doing great things. I'm going to send the link to Jonathan if he wants to come on, man. You know, it's in the comment section, man. But yeah, man, like I said, that shot by Ron Artest is obviously the greatest shot in NBA Finals history. You know what I mean? Kobe passing the ball, Ron Artest shot it, boom, momentum back on our side. You know, that's also up there too. Kobe passing it to Ron Artest because that was a good facilitate. They double teamed, he kicked it to Ron Artest. You know, and that shot was the nail in the coffin for us to beat Boston, man. It's just that there in 3 was him against Portland to get the number 1 seed. You know, where he pump faked at the top of the key, landed, I think it was on Bonzi Wells or Ruben Patterson, hit the 3, and then he had to go run and scramble, get the ball, and chucked it up there, nothing but net. That's 3 with me on all-time greatest performances by Kobe, in my personal opinion. You know what I mean? And actually, no, let's go back to number 2. You got to throw in the 81-point game. You got to go back to number 2, Kobe's 81-point game. You know what I mean? Kobe's 81-point game. You got so many great performances. You know what I mean? So, 81's up there. There's so many. The Kobe Bryant shooting against Phoenix, Denver. So many. So, like I said, number 3, me. 3 is Kobe just taking over, winning MVP, him dominating, scoring at will, taking over games, dunking on people, doing this. You know, and Kobe inspired me, man. But real quick, number 4, with the game against Toronto, when we were down, when we had Dwight, Steve Nash, Antoine Jameson, Pau Gasol, Ron Artest, Matt Barnes, Steve Blake, and Kobe led us. You know, Steve Nash threw the ball to Kobe in the corner, hit the 3, down 2, and then he pump faked, leaned in, shot the 3, tied the game, went to overtime, and he drove the lane, dunked it, and he was turning up that game. That got me hyped. You know, and also the game where he was against Golden State, but unfortunately towards Achilles. But prior to that game, Kobe Bryant was dominating the ball, putting the ball in the post, going to work, dominating, and they hit the 3 pointers in Harrison Barnes' face that game. And that's one of my favorite Kobe Bryant plays. Just, you know, there's so many. All of them are great. Not just 1, not just 5. All of them, Kobe's highlights and all his historic moments are great. 5-time champion, and we got Jonathan in the building. Hey, what's going on, Jonathan? What's going on? You hear me? Okay, technical difficulties. Sorry about that. Big Baby Sports. I'm kick from studio. Just come back in, John. But yeah, man, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. We'll get taken care of that real quick. But like I said, man, all the accomplishments that Kobe Bryant has done are obviously remarkable, man. Like, you know, it's like I had the stat sheets right here for stats. Let's get into it. His first season with the Lakers, 7.6, and he riding the bench. Second year, 15.4. Third year, 19.9 points per game. Fourth year, 22.5. Fifth year, 30. Sixth year, 24. Then 27, 35, 31, 28, 26, 27, 25, 27, 27, 13 points because he got injured in 2013, 2014. And then his career average is 25 points per game. You know what I mean? Kobe Bryant is one of the greatest Lakers of all time. I don't care what anybody says. Kobe's the greatest Laker of all time and the greatest player of all time. in my personal opinion, according to Big Baby Jonathan, that's my personal opinion. Kobe Bryant is the greatest player in the history of the NBA. That's just my personal opinion. Just his passion, his demeanor on the court, man. You don't take days off. If he had a messed up sprained ankle, he would have been, okay, we're about to play in the playing tournament. Hell no. I'm gonna suit up. I'm gonna drop 60, 30. We're gonna get the third. We're gonna get the 60. I'm gonna lead us. You know what I mean? So Kobe Bryant doesn't take any days off. He played with a torn shoulder. He had Gary Vee pop a finger back in and shot a 3-pointer against San Antonio. Made nothing but net. Kobe has a no quit mentality. You know, he doesn't take days off. That's why he when the year that he tore his Achilles, he said, F that, we're about to miss the playoffs. I'm gonna lead us regardless till the wheels fall off. And that's what happened. But he did anything in his power to get us to the playoffs. You know, it is what it is. And we got Jonathan back in the building. Hey, what up? Device not connected. Your device is not connected, but technical difficulties again, but we'll take care of that. But like I said, man, Kobe's just demeanor on the court, really arguably great too. And also he won off the court as well. He wrote a book. He did a podcast too, you know, won a nomination for, you know, the basketball, you know, and Dear Basketball too. He's a winner on and off the court, man. Kobe Bryant is a winner, and he inspired me to do podcasting as far as like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to try new things. And this is something I knew. Podcasting was a new thing for me in 2016. And I'm going for it. You know, I'm not doing it for anybody but Big Baby Jonathan. And Kobe's inspired me. His videos inspire me each and every day. You know? Let me see if Jonathan, we're going to try one more time. What up, Jonathan? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
What's going on, man? What's up, Jonathan from Showtime 4, man? How's it going?
I can't complain, man. Can't complain. Now I had to tap in with my boy, man.
Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, so tell us, what does Kobe Bryant being a Hall of Famer mean to you?
Everything. This dude was my first idol, man. 12 years old. I always was a Laker fan.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, man, I wish I could come around so you see my hoodie. I was always a Laker fan growing up, man.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I had.
Sorry about that, y'all. Technical difficulties again, but unfortunately, we're gonna continue to do the show. We'll take care of that when Jonathan gets back in here. But anyway, like I said, man, just Kobe's demeanor, man. No give up attitude. No, like he made no excuse for anything he did. You know, like those games against Utah where he airballed. You know what he did? He flew back to LA, worked on it. And that's what I do about podcasting. Every time I make a mistake during the podcast, anytime I do errors in the podcast, I watch film and get better from. You know who inspired me to do that? The late, great Kobe Bryant, man. Throw up your 24s in the chat, everybody. Throw up your 8s and 24s in the chat. 8s and 24s in the chat, man. Let's go. Kobe. You know? I'm hyped, man. Like, this is one of the goals that he said he was going to be a Hall of Fame. He said he was going to be the greatest player of all time. He said he was going to do all this at a young age. People were doubting him. He said, okay, I'm going to show you. Now he's in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? He's a Hall of Famer. Like, Kobe's one of my biggest inspiration of all time. You know? Kobe's there, man. He inspired me, and the book behind me, man, that's a good book. The Mom Mentality book, man. I read when I'm not feeling too good or have a weird mindset, and I read his book, get back on track. You know, the storm will eventually end. You know, whatever you're going through in life, the storm will eventually end. You know, keep pushing for greatness, everybody. If you want a podcast, go for it. If you want to do makeup, shout out to my girlfriend, my beautiful girlfriend. Shout out to you. She loves to do makeup. She's very passionate about it. She's going to go for it to be the greatest makeup artist of all time. You know, I mean, she's going to put in the work. You know, she cooks too. She's the greatest cook of all time too. She's going to put in the work, become one of the best chefs of all time. You know what I mean? You got to have confidence in yourself. You know, and Kobe Bryant had confidence in himself at a young age. So anything you do in life, pursue it, push forward, regardless of if you get hit in the face, get bottled down, beat up. You know, push through it, man. You know, push through. Kobe Bryant, man, well deserved over 28 great years, man, of excellence, domination. You push through a lot of adversity, man. You know, that Laker Nation loves you. We still love you, man. Wish you were here celebrating with us on your big accomplishment, man. Hall of Fame speech. But I know you'll be there in spirit. I know you'll have the energy rocking with the energy, man. You know, Vanessa Bryant's going to kill the Hall of Fame speech, and Michael Jordan's going to do it too, man. Kobe Bryant, you know, love you, bro. You inspired me so much, man. And if I get emotional, I don't care. I don't care if people say I'm going to get emotional. This is Big Baby Jonathan show, man. And it's for the fans, too. My Big Baby Jonathan fans, man. My 522 subscribers. This show's for you, for us, for Laker Nation. We're honoring Kobe. We're celebrating his greatest accomplishments, man. He has 5 NBA champions, All-Star, and now he's in the Hall of Fame, man. Well-deserved, Kobe, man. But we're going to take a 24 at 8 seconds and 24 seconds to honor Kobe Bryant. We'll be right back. Man, Kobe, man, you brought greatness. You brought greatness, man. Kobe, man, Laker Nation loves you. We will always love you. We will represent what the Mamba mentality is, man. We represent that stuff, man. You know, we represent the Mamba mentality, man. Anything I do in life, when it comes to podcasting or working, Kobe Bryant mentality, like, okay, the situation at work, what can I do to learn from it for next time? If I make a mistake, get in trouble, okay, what can I do next time to learn from it? You know, Kobe Bryant would do that on his game, too. Anytime I make a mistake on the court, turn the ball over, okay, what can you do better next time? What can you do better next play? You know what I mean? That's what I learned from Kobe, just to get better at anything you do. You know? I'm just very passionate about Kobe, man. And I'm going to be watching the Hall of Fame on Saturday. It's going to be very emotional. And everybody needs to rock their Kobe gear on Saturday. I'm going to rock my Kobe jersey. But that's going to do it for a special edition podcast, Hall of Fame, honoring Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and Kobe Bryant, man. Just want to thank everybody for tuning in, man. And shout out to people on YouTube, man, that support me. And shout out to, let me see here real quick. House of Highlights, man. Shout out to you guys, man. I do not own any copyrights to the highlights, but shout out to House of Highlights, man. Shout out to you guys. Everybody go subscribe to them. House of Highlights, man. Go subscribe to them. Go check out the great content. Appreciate you guys, man. But that's going to do it for Big Baby Sports Podcast, man. I will be back Saturday afternoon after the Hall of Fame to recap the Lakers game and all that good stuff, man. But before I get up on here, I have been paying attention to my Lakers. They've been doing good without LeBron. AD's been back and all that good stuff. I'm excited. And LeBron's got to come back sooner than later. And that's what I want to get into. But that's going to be for Saturday because we play at 10 a.m. But we're going to save all my thoughts for after Saturday's game. But today is all about the 3 Hall of Famers, Kobe, Tim Duncan, Kobe, man. But until then, everybody make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. Make sure you guys like the YouTube channel. Put them in the comment section down below. Share the stream with your friends and family, man. But until then, everybody, you guys have a blessed, lovely night, man. It was a great show. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Peace out. Go Lakers. And Kobe, 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 Kobe. Mamba out.
Checking. We got Big Baby Jonathan in the building.
Baby, what's poppin'?
This is Big Baby Sports. We going live in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go Lakers all day. Coming hard, gonna play. Got that Mamba mentality in my brain. Leg show, stand up.